Souls RNG is getting worse and worse. And no, I don't mean the quality of the game. As you all can probably tell, it's gotten a lot better, you know. The graphics have gotten better updates, better animations, etc, etc. But global and luck inflation is becoming more and more of a problem after every single update. And in this video, I'm going to go through a bunch of different categories of such global and luck inflation, such as pay-to-win aspects of the game, such as Roblox packs, RAA packs, etc, etc, better gears, providing more and more luck, and season passes, merchants, and other aspects like that, providing more and more free potions and resources to players, such as these potion boxes, which I will probably get a heavenly potion or a potion of bound or something out of. Let's see. Bang. Already got a heavenly potion. Like, although it's not a lot, this makes a difference when you're trying to get a bunch of potions, right? Let's start off with Roblox packs. I don't know exactly when they were first introduced, but the first big Roblox, you know, pay-to-win aspect of the game that I saw, besides like VIP and something like that, was the RAA packs. They happened a long time ago, but if any of you guys were there for it, and remember it, you know, you were guaranteed to get a bunch of globals. I can't remember exactly what was in it, but me and my friends got them, and I remember I got Atlas, Aegis, like that stuff, you know, like, and if we go back to when the game first came out, people weren't getting that stuff, you know. Okay, true, given there was a lot less stuff a while ago, but like getting chromatic or getting, I don't know, comet, it's insane. It was insane, you know. When we go over to the collected stat here, we see that the number one is 45.7 billion. And if we go all the way back to the beginning of the game, and we think, wow, comet, you know, exotic was something insane. I don't know exactly what their top collected stat was, you know, but it was definitely a lot less. You know, I made a video roughly a year ago about the first person that hit 10 billion on the collected stats. Now it's 4 times that, you know, and we keep going and keep going up. Not to say that that's terrible, but it definitely does. These things definitely devalue globals and the game itself, right? The reason, you know, personally, I was drawn to Souls RNG, and I know a bunch of other people were, because of its grindness. You know, you had to grind so much to get good stuff, and good stuff was so rare, unlike other RNG games like Jules RNG, where I know that's a very extreme example, but, you know, you can get 1 billions in a night, you know, first time playing, maybe 1 gear, you know what I mean. Now, gears. Obviously, there weren't these gears, you know, these high tier gears that provide thousands and thousands of % of luck, you know, when the game first started, or even a year ago, whatever, you know, that's obvious. But the thing is, with games like this, you know, RNG games, or, I don't know, rolling games, or anything of that genre, there's obviously not a lot to do, you know. For the majority of your time in this game, you know, let's see my playtime. Majority of my 180 days, almost 181 days I've spent playing this game, I'd say roughly majority of it, you know, is sleeping, or, you know, I'm leaving it on, right? It's hard to add things into the game that are not better gears, you know? You can add new auras, but at a certain point you're going to have to add rare auras and then rare gears, which makes it easier to get those rare auras, and you know, the cycle continues. Look how many globals I have. Keep in mind, I have 30 million rolls. I have 18 rows of globals. At 30 million rolls. Obviously, 30 million rolls is a lot, but you know what I'm saying. If I showed this to somebody that just started the game, when the game came out, they wouldn't believe me. They'd be like, there's no way, you know? Because that was so unheard of, you know? When Guest became number 1, I interviewed him, and one of the topics that I talked about, and I asked him about, was, do you think Souls RNG has gotten better or worse? And his answer was worse, a lot worse. And he said mainly because of the pay-to-win aspects of the game, right? This is what I'm talking about. Like, although we all know these packs low-key suck, the fact that you can get 3 of each, they restock every, you know, update. no matter how big it is, that definitely is a pay-to-win aspect of the game. You know, no matter how good they are, you will get some potions out of them. You know, simply, you just will, yeah? That just means more opportunities for people to get, you know, potions, and therefore globals at less rolls, depending on how much money you're willing to spend, etc., etc. You know, we have this VIP Plus that gives you 1.3 times final luck. You know, that's a lot. That's a lot, you know? I haven't run into one person that came to me and said, want a flex battle, and I beat them. And I'm talking people that have like 1 million, 2 million, 3 million rolls. And that's because I started a lot farther back into the timeline than they did, right? And when I played, it was a lot harder to get globals. This video is just to say, we as a community and the developer team of Souls RNG and, you know, all the people, the testers, need to figure out a way to limit that. And the Souls RNG developer team has definitely slowed that by adding less 1 billions, you know, because if there's a bunch of 1 billions, you will get them more, right? And it'll really devalue them a lot quicker. This is something that is going to happen and is happening currently and needs to be addressed. So I am making this video not to call out anyone, but just to, you know, to let everyone know and to show that this is a problem. And even though you don't realize it, as the, you know, time goes on, the game is going to get less and less fun because you're going to get a global and be like, this is trash. You know, I'm thinking about auto-deleting globals because I get them so often. You know, it's filling up my storage. It should not be at that point. You know, you should not get something that is sent to the whole world because of how good it is and delete it. You know what I mean? Well, I hope you enjoyed, and please subscribe because I want to hit 2K by the end of the summer. Thank you, and have a great day.